El Paso, you guys ready for your next fight of the night?
Up next, we should have
El
Adrian Munoz versus Matthew Lee.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
Another guy that
he is from
ended up in
Albuquerque,
Tucson
New
and trained
Mexico,
with me for about 6
5'10",
months.
135 pounds. With a mixed background of fighting out of Jackson Wink MMA, Matthew Lee.
Matthew Lee, another Jackson Wink pro.
Definitely the taller fighter out there. So look for him to utilize his length, those long tools, because Yanni is a very short, stocky guy.
And that's where a lot of his power comes
Absolutely.
from, right? He's like a little stick of dynamite, man.
Both of these schools are prominent schools, right? So
yeah, so what's interesting is
we were talking to Jay Page's coach out there, right?
Jiu-Jitsu. We were talking in the back, and I'm so amazed at how his program has been developing over the last 5 years. You have guys like Oscar and Gabriel De Los Santos, Sam Van Don, Bryce Mogil, Nash that just had that big knockout at LFA from an uppercut. So they have a very, very well-rounded style. Their striking is amazing. They have great, great jiu-jitsu. I can't emphasize how great the jiu-jitsu is there at Jay Page.
Well, Matthew Lee seemed to be one of the only gentlemen that was truly unfazed by the weigh-ins, by anything. He seems very stoic.
Yeah, look at his face, right? He just seems like an absolute calculated killer.
Well, he's coming from Jackson Wink, which is one of the more well-rounded camps out there in New Mexico. All right, I've seen this a couple times tonight. The fighters are asking to keep their shirts on.
A lot of the fighters are electing to keep their tops on until their other opponent comes out. I do not blame them.
I do not blame them at all.
Yeah, I mean, you look at like just zero emotion on
like
Matt Lee's face, man. He's just ready to go. You can tell he's dialed in. Locked in, as the kids say, locked in.
Locked in is the correct term. And he's been that way since yesterday. The first time I saw him, he was just on point.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, is from Tempe, Arizona, 5'6", 135 pounds. With a
Adrian's
freestyle
originally from El Paso, right?
Fighting out of Jay Page's MMA, Adrian Yanni Munoz.
Now you want to talk about a guy that's got power. Yanni's got some power.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of his last fights, man. When he sends his fists, they are full send with tons of power behind them.
Absolutely, and he's got confidence in that power. He knows he can go 3 rounds, and if he lands, it doesn't matter if it's the first, second, or third round, he can put you away. And he takes that confidence into all of his fights. And it's devastating power for how small the guy is.
I like how geographically we're located in the middle of Albuquerque, Phoenix area, Odessa area. You know what I mean? Like El Paso is like in the middle of that. It's going to bring all these like strong cities together to El Paso, right in the middle of all these strong cities.
Well, it's easy to get to as well. You know what I mean? A lot of places are hard to travel to, and I never mind the
4 hours is not bad.
I never mind the trip to El Paso.
Definitely
4 hours is not bad. We're 4 hours from Albuquerque, 4 hours from Odessa, 4 hours from 5 hours from Phoenix, right?
Right.
Well,
we got Juarez too. There's a lot of good Mexican fighters that are up and coming too. They're a tough guy. I think we have one on the card, right? Maybe 2.
I think there's actually 2 gyms on the card. Scorpion MMA, I believe, who's fighting Carlos Pacheco.
They got some good Muay Thai out in Juarez. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. And Mexico, deep in Mexico, there's good Muay Thai. The grappling scene's coming up too.
One thing that I've always noticed about Mexico is like they're really big with traditional martial arts like karate, taekwondo, right? And now you're seeing like kind of go into Muay Thai, and obviously That Mexican boxing mentality in Muay Thai is absolutely
That
devastating.
Mexican blood, like that
Just-
Aztec
I'm
blood.
coming forward and we're fighting.
Yeah, yeah. And you hit me, I don't care. I'm gonna hit
Right.
you 3 more times.
And that kind of works perfect for Muay Thai, right? It's kind of
Stand in the
a
pocket
kick for
and
kick
trade.
style. Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Well, now Yanni in the back was, you know, pretty amped up, pretty excited, and usually he carries that momentum into the cage, but you're seeing a little bit more control.
Yeah, yesterday at weigh-ins he was pretty energetic, right?
Yeah, but you're seeing him kind of matching that stoicism.
And what was crazy is yesterday, again, when I was talking, like I said, a lot of guys were talking about knockouts. Coming out of Jay Page's jiu-jitsu, I was really waiting to hear how much. Everyone's like, I'm taking it down and choke him out. All these guys were saying they're looking for the knockout.
Touch of gloves here.
And as a
Oh, man. Thundering kick.
fan, that's what you want to
Wow.
see, honestly.
Yanni coming out with 2 hard kicks straight away.
Strong kicks.
Feigning,
Oh, man.
takedown attempt there.
Shot from far away. Matthew Lee didn't like those kicks and looked like he wanted to take it
Good
to the ground
sprawl.
immediately. It was a good sprawl.
Oh, man. Great hips.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That
still
guillotine
ended up on
Guillotine
his
attempt
eye.
here.
No.
He needs to
No.
take that
No.
right hand
His
and
hands
swing it
aren't closed.
inside, right?
His grip isn't
Uh-oh.
closed. I don't think it is.
It looked like he wanted to tap there.
He could probably use this to get back up. If he gets on his right hip and builds up to his right side of his palm.
Oh, man,
he's
those
in a-
elbows are something, no?
Gives a quick look at his corner. Jay Page is trying to walk him through this guillotine finish here. Yanni needs to put his left elbow in his left pocket and create that angle to collapse the neck and pull his opponent's chin to his chest.
Crunch. He's got to, like, crunch into his left side, right to the head.
Right.
I mean, he's
you
selling
can
out
see
on
he's
this,
kinda,
too.
He's kind of leaning towards his right side. If he leans back
Oh, no.
to the opposite
He,
side,
he might
that'll
need
tighten up.
some damage right here. These elbows from Matt.
All right, so he's choosing to readjust here.
Jay Pages is calling for that knee shield till Yanni get up.
Oh.
Yanni
Nice.
gets back to his feet.
Lee took a big, deep breath.
Oh! There's that power on display.
Man.
Lee also keeps looking away from his opponent.
Oh, man.
Yanni tried to throw again.
again.
Oh.
Again.
Back
And
to
it
back
landed.
spinning.
Nice low single by Lee.
Yeah, he didn't like any of those hammer fists that Yanni was throwing,
those,
man.
those strikes are from Yanni are
Yanni in on a single
doing
now.
damage.
Uses it to stand up.
Now he has a single leg.
Trying to sell out. See, Lee
Looks
keeps
like
looking
Yanni's-
up at something.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's like looking up at the clock.
Is
I don't see a clock.
Yeah, I was looking to ask. Is that even where the clock is?
He keeps looking away.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's weird.
Boom. I feel like Yanni's gonna eventually gauge that distance well and land that right hand. Lee doesn't really move.
He's biting on all the feints.
Keeps his hands up, but
I feel like Matt Lee is lacking a little bit of focus here. I do
Yeah, that's what I
notice
was about to say.
that his eyes are kind of wandering
Oh,
around.
there it is.
Man, what a
Huge!
knockdown!
Huge!
Oh,
He's out!
That's it!
Whoa! He is
knockdown!
Yanni
Oh,
showing
my
his
God.
power!
Oh, my God!
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for both of these fighters? We have a winner. 1 second remaining in the round. Winner by TKO. Fighting out of the red corner, Adrian Yanni Munoz.